New agreement is going to bring some changes to the port of Corpus Christi. The port is bringing in a new fuel source, and we're about to tell you all about it. Thanks for joining us, everyone. I'm Katia Uriarte. We do have team coverage for you tonight. Iran Hami kicks us off. He is live from the Harbor Bridge. Iran, tell us why the change is coming and who's in it.
Well, there's a couple reasons that the Port of Corpus Christi wants to make this change. For one, they're trying to be a little bit more green, and another, they're trying to entice more businesses to the port. The Port of Corpus Christi and Stabilis Solutions have agreed to a memorandum of understanding for Stabilis to bring liquid natural gas into fuel vessels. CEO of the port said vessels across the world are increasingly being made with LNG compatibility. As an alternate fuel source, it can cut down on carbon emissions and attract new vessels that use LNG.
We have committed to going net zero by a certain time frame, and bringing in LNG powered vessels and serving those vessels with a company such as Stabilis is just one more step in our process of decarbonization.
No infrastructure is needed right away, but Strawbridge says it will be needed down the road. Conversations of what will be needed are ongoing.
Ultimately, you want to be able to fuel vessels while they're at their docks. So there will be barges that will hold liquefied natural gas that will be able to go from dock to dock and fuel those LNG powered vessels.
And this is simply an agreement. Strawbridge says there's no contract between the port and Stabilis. They will contract with the vessel owners. The port provides the location, Stabilis provides the infrastructure and LNG.
The port is really trying to be a catalyst for this atmospheric decarbonization initiatives and air quality improvements. And that's really what this is. There is no contract today between Stabilis and the Port of Corpus Christi.
Stabilis is a fairly young energy company, and they have operations in Tacoma, Long Beach, Jacksonville, and that's why Strawbridge says that he wanted to bring them to Corpus Christi. Reporting live in Corpus Christi, Iran Hami, Chris 6 News.
All right, Stabilis and the Port of Corpus Christi. Thanks, Iran. Now here at Chris 6 News, we are going in depth into this topic to help you better understand why this story matters to our community. Let's start with LNG, and it stands for liquefied natural gas. Like many industries around the world, the marine transportation industry is looking for more environmentally friendly ways to operate their ships. LNG is becoming a popular new fuel for cargo ships over diesel because experts say it's more efficient and it creates fewer emissions. And as more ships use LNG as fuel, what does that mean for our environment? Our Greg Chandler continues our team coverage tonight live in the newsroom. Greg, you spoke with a prominent local environmentalist today. What did he have to say?
Well, Katia, he's all for it, and making the transportation sector greener is a goal of the Climate and Clean Air Coalition, of which the United States is a member. It also helps the Port of Corpus Christi achieve its goal of net zero emissions and decarbonization. Now, scientific data shows ships using LNG as fuel produce significantly fewer greenhouse gases than diesel-powered vessels. See, diesel-fueled ships produce way more nitrogen and sulfur oxides. Those are chemicals linked to respiratory disease and to cancer. A local environmentalist, Errol Summerlin, says LNG-fueled ships make sense in the short term, but there is a potential environmental consequence as well.
In the short term, it will certainly reduce the emissions, but there's a catch-22 here. The increased demand for the LNG means that the natural gas coming from the Permian and in the processing at facilities such as Cheniere, you're going to have increased methane emissions.
Now, Summerlin's efforts for the environment locally are the subject of a brand new article by Rolling Stone magazine. We have a link for that on our website, christv.com, so check it out when you get a chance. For now, reporting live in the studio, Greg Chandler, Chris 6 News.
All right, Greg, thank you.